What's going on, y'all? We got this video called Our Generation Would Rather Be Broke Than Work a 9 to 5. And I just thought this would be a great video for me to watch simply because there was a point where I just really did not want to work. And all I wanted to look at was how to make money online, how to do this, how to do that. But watching videos like this helped me realize to do any of that, you gotta work, bro. You gotta work a regular job before you can get out of the trap, get out of the rat race. So I just want to see what he's saying. Shout out to Zell Unfiltered. 10-minute video. Won't be too long unless I start yapping. I do that a lot, so get used to it if you're watching me. Make sure you like, comment, sub. On the road to what, 20 subscribers, I think? 10 subscribers? Yeah, I only have 3 subscribers right now. On the road to 10 subs. Make sure you hype the video up so it pops up on other people's homepage. And I said enough. Let's get into it.
Our generation would rather be broke than to work a 9 to 5.
Right.
And I can't even believe I'm saying those words, but this is generally the point that people are getting to mentally now. To the point where they don't even want to give their time to a job anymore. People aren't even searching or applying for jobs anymore. They're just like, they just gave up. And the thing is, I have somebody that I've known for a while, right? And she had 2 jobs. The thing is, one of these jobs were her main source of income. Like, that was the main thing that paid the bills. And she had a side job, which I can tell you guys, the side job was Uber. And the first job was like a corporate job, right? Crazily enough, she's actually around my age. Like, she had a very lucky, I guess, time out of college. So she's around our age. But the thing is, she got fired from that corporate job recently.
Oh, no.
She did her job well. There was no warning signs or anything like that. She didn't do anything wrong. She just got fired from it. And, you know, they had one of those cringy Zoom calls and, you know, they had to get rid of her.
Had to turn on my heat real quick. It's cold in here.
Get rid of her.
If you can hear that in the background,
After that,
I'm sorry.
Uber became her main source of income. Unfortunately now, she's not so lucky because she's at risk of being evicted now. And to make matters even worse, she doesn't even talk to her family members like that, so she has nowhere to probably go. This is the reality for a lot of people out here right now. And I don't mean not messing with your family members. I mean getting laid off or getting fired from a job and you can't find another one. She can't find another job that replaces that income that she was getting before.
Right.
You know, and doing that job in Uber is very hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she's a very hard worker. So for her to get fired and then she can't find another job is just insane. You know, especially you got all these certificates. It's like, are you kidding me? But I think of the 9 to 5 as, it used to be a good trade-off. It used to be a very good trade-off. You used to be able to get a house, you traded off your time, and you traded off stability. With the 9 to 5 back then, you could have been able to save up for a while and actually buy a house. Now it seems almost impossible. It's almost impossible to do that. They're pushing the age where people are actually buying houses all the way up until like your elderly years, like you're about 70. Before, it was nowhere near that high, right? So it's like now people can't even afford to buy houses, let alone can people even afford to buy apartments now. I don't know where you guys live, but where I live at, dog, rent.
Y'all clap it up for me. I'm about to move into my first apartment in August. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, and wish me luck because I don't have a job yet.
It's almost like more than half of your paycheck, right? So by the time you finally pay rent and, you know, you're caught up on everything, you don't really have money towards yourself. And then you got to still buy food, you got your car, you know, all that. So it's like, how much money do you really have left over that you're actually saving and putting towards your future, right? This is a very real issue out here. Like, people generally tell a lot of people all the time that you need to just save up and try to move to a different area. But how can you really do that if most of your money, every paycheck, is getting eaten up by things that,
Right.
you know, you can't save your money. You know, you can't save your money to get out of that predicament. The money's going to bills, and if you don't pay the bills, you're
Right,
getting kicked out. Where are you going to go?
That's the word I
Right?
was looking for.
Most people don't have a
Necessities.
place to go. This is what people don't understand. This is why I do recommend, if you are young, you should really try to stay with your parents as long as possible and get stable before you move out. Get stable before you move out, especially if you plan on moving far.
So that's the thing with me, bro. I'm not completely moving out. I'm in college, and it's like a college student based apartment. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's only college students in this apartment. But I just, I can't stay here no longer, bro. Like, home is.
You need to get stable.
You
This
feel
isn't even
me?
like an option anymore. I know you may be embarrassed to live with your parents. Listen, you got to get stable before you do all of that, okay? A lot of people in our generation are realizing that you can work a full-time job and still be broke. So why are you exchanging 40 hours of your week for something that generally won't mean anything? It's only like, it's really living in survival mode. Most people aren't thriving anymore. It doesn't feel good to be putting yourself through all of this anymore. It's like, what is the point? Right?
Right.
And another thing that I want to mention is a lot of people in our generation are seeing a lot of people my age, some even younger, that are really changing their lives and their families' lives off of stuff that they're building now. And it's not working a
Facts.
job. It's actually creating their own thing and doing what they want to do. Like for instance, for example,
Online
this whole social
stuff.
media stuff, right? Of course, everybody's not going to do it, but it's like you can see what's possible. You see the new way that people are changing their lives.
I see what's possible. So what am I doing? I've made 3 reaction channels with different niches of stuff that I actually like. Stuff like this where I can, you feel me, learn some things and build my brain a little bit. Sports and the, let's just say, brain rot for the last one. But we taking action, bro. If you watching me, take action. We are action takers on this channel. We take action, bro. We take action.
Their families' lives. So it's like when you are thinking about working at a job and you're exchanging 40 hours of your time for something that is not helping you thrive, it's not really helping you live like how you want to live. It's like, well, what's the point of even working this job then? Yeah, you're surviving, but who wants to be surviving their entire life? I know
Exactly.
people that generally want to check out of here because of their lives. Like, it's that serious. And it's really disgusting how companies will really just let you go like you were nothing after you giving them 10 to 20 years of your entire time. It's like these companies,
That's
it's
why
becoming more and more apparent now. You see a whole bunch of videos.
That's why you gotta build some, bro. That's why you gotta build some that nobody can take away from you. Like, what are the chances that YouTube is going away anytime soon? Like, I guess you could say YouTube or Google is my boss, even though I'm not getting paid by them yet. But I guess you could say that, right? But how, like, it's like I'm the boss, though. It's like if you were to be, like, how do you say this? Tesla. Like Elon Musk, he has a bunch of different, he has Tesla, he has Neuralink, or he has all these other companies, right? If you're the boss, like the physical boss at the companies in person, Elon Musk is your YouTube, but you're still in charge. Not in the same way as it is on YouTube, that, like, for me, but you feel what I'm saying? So hey man, create some that you could never, nobody could take it away from you, bro.
Of people getting fired. Like, they've been working there for years. And it's like these companies don't care for you as much as you thought they did. They don't have your back like you thought they would. These companies are literally like just laying people off and just firing them out of nowhere. No notice, no nothing. And it's like now you're thrown back out into the wild. And now jobs are getting so incredibly difficult to get that it's like, okay, what the hell do I do? And this is the scary question that I've been
Bro,
asking because it's
I'm
like,
I want to say I'm gonna stop pausing, but I don't know if that's true. I've been applying to jobs for the longest. I will say I'm focused mostly on remote jobs because I go back and forth from school and home. So I focus mostly on remote jobs so that I can have something I can keep and stop quitting jobs because I have to go home for break or do this or that. But bro, the job market is not easy, bro. You gotta apply to that, like, thousands and thousands of jobs a day before you get a response next month. That's how it is, bro. Put that work in.
yo, I'm trying to create something on the side for myself, but it's like everything is not even guaranteed. Even this is risky, right? So it's like you always got to have a backup plan, and that's why I tell people that try to really go through the workforce now and all of that because it's not guaranteed that you're going to keep that job, and it's not guaranteed that if you get fired, that you're gonna be just comfortable and living off, your paychecks, and they're gonna, make sure you're good. That's not guaranteed at all. You may be fucked after you get fired. So you gotta have a backup plan for all of this. The problem is I see a lot of people in older generations, the people that just generally older than us in general, they always say that we're lazy. But the thing is, we're actually one of the hardest workers of today, right? But the thing is, we are getting to a point where we want the work to actually pay off. What these people don't realize is work is not how it was for you guys. I'm talking to the older generation. It's not how it was for y'all versus us. Okay, we cannot buy a house right now just from working hard, right? Just like going into the field and just trying to do our best and work hard. That's not really getting us anywhere,
Yeah,
right?
you
It's
just
helping us
going.
survive and stay in the area that we're staying in. But traveling and doing all these things we want to do and actually live our life, do what we were here to do, and actually experience the world, we can't do all of that.
Welcome to the Google Career Certificate.
So it's like we get to the point where it's like, okay, well, what are we doing then? And I see why people would rather be broke than to work a 9 to 5, because at least you have your time to yourself. At least you have time to actually build something yourself. Like I said, you see a lot of people online making income that is just like unbelievable. And it's because you've been working a job your entire life that you find that income is unbelievable. No, people are actually out here making this, right? And the thing that I'm really becoming to understand is the rich right now are trying to really separate the gap between the lower class and the middle class. They saw that a lot of people were making a lot of income through money online, and they are not having that shit. They are really trying to like separate that gap now. So everything is rising, things are getting more expensive. Of course, you cannot buy a house. So like they're trying to really go ahead and separate that gap so the high and the wealthy class stays wealthy and the poor just gets poorer. It's going to be even worse, like, as the years go on. Like, I want you guys to understand, like, this is not something that we're just guessing about or thinking that this is going to happen. It's happening in real time right now. Okay, and this is a very scary time. This is why I say, y'all have to really figure out, like, me personally, I'm going to say this for me, because I know there are people watching this video that are looking for solutions. I can only tell you for me, because everybody is different. For me, I'm generally trying to make income online, okay? I'm trying to make my own thing and have something going for myself to
Same
where I can be
here.
making money in my sleep, and I provide something that actually helps the world, and that's going to be my lane for me. Your lane may be different, and you don't even have
My lane is YouTube. My lane is just digital, bro. My lane is online content creation. I think. I have 3 YouTube channels. I don't have no crazy amount of subs on any of them yet. One of them I get decent views though. 2 of them I'm talking to myself on. This channel I'm talking to myself on right now. The sports channel I'm talking to myself on right now. But I'm still posting though. Putting in that work. But okay, and then after YouTube, I have a faceless IG page where I just post like motivational discipline quotes. And then I'm planning on releasing a digital product on there, or like a digital ebook on there once I grow my following some more. And yeah, man, that's the plan. That ebook going hopefully pay some of my bills off in the future, and these 3 channels are hopefully going to pay for my life in the future, bro. In God's name, in God's name, in God's name. Like, if I could get paid to watch videos I want to watch, that's the dream, bro. That's the dream job. That's the dream job right there.
to do YouTube. That's not even what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you have to find out how to monetize the skills that you have right now. A lot of people have a whole lot of talents, but they waste it at these jobs and never actually live the life they're supposed to live because they don't recognize that they have these talents and they don't build on it. A lot of people don't have jobs right now, so what else do you have to do? You should really try to
Low
monetize your skill.
key, I don't know what I'm talented at. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just sitting here watching the video. This isn't talent, but I do love basketball. I'm pretty good at basketball. I'm pretty decent. I need to make some type of basketball page where I actually showcase my skills.
Genuinely. I know somebody that runs a yoga class.
We
She
need to
makes
put
like
in that action.
30,000, 40,000 a month.
Action.
That is insane. It's a school class online.
Whatever you think,
ridiculous.
go do it
Come on, guys.
today.
You guys literally, I'm trying to tell you right now, I don't want you guys to be relying on jobs to be financially stable because that's
Neither
not
do
what the
I.
world is coming to anymore. As you can see, it's getting very bad out here and it's just unreliable now. It's unreliable.
I'm about to stop pausing since the video's almost over, but something that, like, the reason why I know I'm going like live a great life, like I'm going to live the life I envision, even before all this COVID, all this inflation stuff, before all this, bro, just as a kid, bro, growing up, I don't know what grade I would say, but definitely even in elementary school, bro. Watching my parents working so hard, bro. Like life was never bad for me, but just watching them work so hard to make life decent for me, bro. That showed me like I gotta start putting that pain in as young as possible, as early as possible, as fast as possible, as much as possible. Figure out different ways to make money. Like whatever lights that fire in you, use that as fuel, y'all. Use it as fuel, and don't let nobody ever get you to stop.
And if you're gonna work a job, I really recommend you build something on the side. Genuinely build something on the side. Don't just listen to this and then be like, yeah, I should build something on the side. And then you never actually like sit
Put in
down
action.
and plan what you're gonna build on the side and how this is gonna
Don't
actually help
plan.
you
After
acquire
this video,
wealth
start.
instead of just staying at the
Don't
same
ask no
point for the
questions.
rest
Just
of your
start
life.
whatever you're thinking
You know,
of.
life
know
is
what
only
you're
gonna
thinking
get
of.
more
Just start.
expensive. And these
No
jobs are very
planning.
stingy with their money. Like the pays is very,
You
it's
learn
not
with
that
your losses.
significant, right? It's pretty small. So you got to think about it. As things get more expensive, how are you going to live in the future if you're still at that job? Let's say you still got it. How are you going to live in the future once things get more expensive and you're still getting around the same pay? You know they're stingy with the pay out here. You know they stingy with the pay. How are you going to live? This is a question that people really got to be asking, okay? If you do have a 9 to 5 right now, you are pretty lucky because most people can't get a 9 to 5. So what I would say to you is you really need to be building something on the side. Okay, you really need to be building something on the side.
Hard to get
Me personally, I would get into online income and see how you can monetize your skills online. Right? That's just me. You can't care what people in your hometown and your friends think about you. Okay, because most 9 times out of 10, they're struggling too, and most of them won't put in the work that you're willing to put in. Again, this generation is very hardworking. We just want our work to go towards something that'll actually pay off, not something that's just like, what the hell are we doing this for? Right? Our generation asks questions. Yeah, they don't like us asking
Facts.
questions. We ask questions. The traditional path stop guaranteeing the traditional outcome.
Hey man, I hope y'all like this video. Let me know if I talk too much. Let me know if I should let the video play more smoothly, and if I should pause less, or if you like me chatting, or if you want me to chat about more substance. I feel like I'm chatting about substance, but if you feel like it's not enough substance, let me know. Make sure you like, comment, sub, hype up the video after you like it so it pops up on more home pages. Catch you on the next one.